Yesterday, I decided to organize my kitchen drawers, which sounded like a simple and responsible way to spend 20 minutes.
Whenever someone says that a household task will take 20 minutes, I immediately assume that it will take at least 3 hours.
That would normally be an exaggeration, but in this case, you are absolutely right. I opened the first drawer and found 3 wooden spoons, 2 spatulas, a whisk, several objects that I could not identify, and one small plastic thing that I am almost certain does not belong to me.
Oh, are you suggesting that someone secretly entered your kitchen and left a mysterious plastic object in your drawer?
I am not suggesting anything. I am simply saying that I have no memory of buying it, using it, or inviting it into my home.
Perhaps it has been living there quietly for years, waiting for the day when you finally discover its true purpose.
That is possible, although at the moment, its true purpose appears to be making me feel confused.
Did you throw it away?
Of course not. I put it back in the drawer because I was worried that I might need it 5 minutes after throwing it away.
That is exactly how kitchen drawers become museums of objects nobody understands.
The strange thing is that most people have at least one drawer like this. It contains tools they use every week, tools they have not touched for 5 years, and tools they are too afraid to throw away because they might suddenly become essential.
Then someone asks, "Can you pass me the whisk?" And you realize that, you know what a whisk looks like, but you have never actually learned what it is called in English.
Or you know the word, but when you need it, your mind goes completely blank and you say, "Can you give me that metal thing that mixes eggs?"
Which is understandable, but not particularly efficient.
In today's episode, we're going to open those kitchen drawers together and learn the English names of 5 tools that many people use all the time.
We will also practice 3 useful expressions that can help you ask for these tools, find them, and prepare everything you need before cooking.
Before we begin, if you enjoy learning natural English through everyday situations, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel.
It helps more people find our lessons, and it means that you can join us for the next episodes in this cooking series.
Now, let us return to the drawer before that mysterious plastic object moves somewhere else.
Today, we are focusing on 5 common kitchen tools: a wooden spoon, a spatula, a whisk, a chopping board, and a frying pan.
We're not going to give you a long list of 20 or 30 objects because the goal is not to fill your memory with words that disappear immediately after the episode.
Instead, we will talk about each tool in a realistic situation, explain what it looks like, describe what people use it for, and show you how it can appear in a natural conversation.
We will also use 3 practical expressions throughout the episode.
The first one is, "Pass me the wooden spoon."
The second is, "Where do you keep the frying pans?"
And the third is, "We're going to need a bigger bowl."
These expressions are connected to one simple situation: preparing the kitchen before cooking with another person.
You need to know which tools are available, where they are, and how to ask someone to give you the one you need.
That sounds very simple until you are standing in someone else's kitchen and every object seems to be hidden in a completely unexpected place.
That sounds as though you have a particular kitchen in mind.
I am not naming anyone, but some people keep their frying pans in the oven.
That is a perfectly reasonable place to keep them.
It is reasonable until someone turns the oven on without checking inside.
That has never happened to me.
You answered far too quickly.
Let us begin with the drawer that caused this entire conversation.
How bad was it?
At first, it did not look too bad.
Then I tried to remove one wooden spoon and somehow pulled out 3 other tools with it.
Kitchen tools have a special ability to become connected when nobody is watching.
Exactly. A whisk can become trapped inside a spatula, a wooden spoon can block the entire drawer, and suddenly, you are fighting your own kitchen before you have even started cooking.
This is also a good moment to explain why learning vocabulary through a situation is useful. When you imagine opening a drawer and seeing these tools, the words become connected to a real picture.
You are not only memorizing a translation, you are remembering the shape of the tool, the way it feels in your hand, and the moment when you might use it.
Let us start with the tool that appeared 3 times in your drawer.
A wooden spoon is a cooking spoon made of wood. It usually has a long handle and a rounded end.
People often use a wooden spoon when they are cooking soup, sauce, vegetables, or anything that needs to be moved around in a pot or pan.
It is simple, useful, and much more important than it looks.
A wooden spoon is also one of those kitchen tools that can remain in a family for a surprisingly long time.
That is true. Some wooden spoons look as though they have survived 20 years of sauces, soups, and family arguments.
They may not look perfect, but they have experience.
A wooden spoon is especially useful when you need to mix food while it is cooking.
Imagine that we are preparing a sauce together. You are standing near the stove, but the wooden spoon is next to me.
I could say, pass me the wooden spoon.
This expression means that I want you to give me the wooden spoon.
We use pass me when an object is close to another person, and we want that person to give it to us.
The expression is very common in kitchens because people are often working beside each other and sharing tools.
You can say, pass me the wooden spoon when you are cooking. You can also use the same structure with other objects.
For example, pass me the spatula, or, pass me the whisk.
Adding please makes the request more polite. So you can say, pass me the wooden spoon, please.
Your tone also matters, because pass me the wooden spoon, please, sounds very different from pass me the wooden spoon.
The second version sounds as though the food is already burning.
Or as though the wooden spoon is the only thing standing between you and complete disaster.
Let us try a short example.
The sauce is getting too thick.
Pass me the wooden spoon, please.
Here you are.
Thank you. I need to mix the sauce before it sticks to the pan.
That is a simple conversation, but it shows exactly how the word and the expression can work together.
A wooden spoon is not usually the most exciting object in the kitchen, but it is one of the most practical.
Unless you own 3 of them and cannot explain why.
I can explain why. One is for cooking, one is for baking, and one is there in case the other 2 are unavailable. That explanation sounded almost convincing. The next tool is a spatula.
A spatula is usually flat and wide, and people use it to lift, turn, or move food.
You might use a spatula when you are cooking pancakes, eggs, burgers, or anything that needs to be lifted from a frying pan.
It is the tool that helps you turn a pancake without touching it with your hands, which I strongly recommend.
Yes, using your hands would make the process much more memorable than necessary.
A spatula can be made of metal, wood, plastic, or silicone, but the important thing is its flat shape.
That flat end can slide underneath the food, which makes it easier to lift or turn it.
At least, that is what is supposed to happen.
What happened the last time you tried to turn a pancake?
I moved the spatula underneath it, lifted it confidently, and then watched half of the pancake return to the pan, while the other half remained on the spatula.
That is not turning a pancake. That is separating it from its family.
I still ate it.
Of course you did.
Let us imagine that you are making pancakes, and I am standing beside the drawer.
I could say, "Pass me the spatula, please."
Then I would give you the spatula, provided that I could identify it correctly.
That is exactly why we are learning the word.
A spatula is flat and is used to lift or turn food. A wooden spoon is rounded and is usually used to mix food.
That distinction is useful because these two tools may be kept in the same drawer, but they have different shapes and different jobs.
Unless you are very creative and use the wooden spoon to turn a pancake.
You could try, but the result might not be particularly elegant.
Elegance has never been my main goal in the kitchen.
The third tool is a whisk.
A whisk usually has a handle and several curved metal wires at the end.
People use it to mix ingredients quickly, especially eggs, cream, sauces, or cake mixture.
A whisk is one of those tools that looks very specific, but many learners do not know its name.
They recognize it immediately, but when they try to describe it, they often say, "The metal thing for eggs."
Which is not completely wrong.
It is not wrong, but learning the word whisk makes the conversation much easier.
There is also a verb connected to this tool. You can use a whisk to mix eggs, and people often say that they whisk the eggs.
We are not adding that as another main word today, but you may hear it in recipes or cooking videos.
Imagine that we want to make an omelette, but we cannot find the whisk.
I might ask, "Where do you keep the whisk?"
This brings us to our second useful expression. Where do you keep the frying pans?
We use "where do you keep" when we want to know where someone normally stores something.
It is especially useful when you are cooking in another person's kitchen.
In your own kitchen, you usually know where everything is. In someone else's kitchen, even the most obvious object can become impossible to find.
You open one cupboard and find plates. You open another and find food. Then you open the next one and discover, a collection of candles, batteries, and old birthday decorations.
Some cupboards stop being part of the kitchen and become general storage for everything nobody knows where to put.
If I cannot find the whisk, I can ask, where do you keep the whisk?
If I cannot find the wooden spoons, I can ask, "Where do you keep the wooden spoons?"
The structure remains the same, and only the object changes.
Let us try another short conversation.
We need to mix the eggs, but I cannot find the whisk.
Where do you keep the whisk?
It should be in the top drawer.
I have checked the top drawer and it is not there.
In that case, check the drawer beside the oven.
Why do you have two possible locations for one whisk?
Because I believe that kitchen tools should have freedom.
That is not an organization system.
It is a flexible organization system.
Once you find the whisk, you can use it to mix eggs until they become smooth and even.
You can also use it when you are baking, although that is a situation for another episode.
The fourth tool is a chopping board.
A chopping board is a flat board that you place on the kitchen counter before cutting food.
You might use it when preparing vegetables, fruit, bread, cheese, or other ingredients.
It gives you a safe surface for cutting and protects the counter underneath.
In American English, you may also hear people say cutting board, but today we are focusing on chopping board.
A chopping board may be made of wood, plastic, or another strong material.
Some people have one large chopping board that they use for everything, while other people seem to own enough chopping boards to open a small restaurant.
How many do you have?
That depends on whether we are counting the one that is too beautiful to use.
Oh, you own a chopping board that you do not use because it looks too good.
Yes, it stays in the kitchen and creates the impression that I am a person with excellent taste.
Meanwhile, you use the old plastic one that has been with you for 10 years.
Exactly.
Imagine that we are preparing vegetables, but the chopping board is still in the cupboard.
I might say, "Pass me the chopping board, please."
Or, if I do not know where it is, I could ask, where do you keep the chopping boards?
This is how the same phrases can work with different tools.
Let us use them in a natural situation.
We need to prepare these vegetables, but there is no space on the counter.
I can move the plates. Where do you keep the chopping boards?
They are in the cupboard near the sink.
I can see 2 of them. Which one do you want?
Pass me the larger chopping board, please.
Here you are.
Thank you. This one gives us enough space to prepare everything.
That short conversation includes both asking where an object is and asking another person to give it to you.
It also shows why learning vocabulary in a complete situation is more useful than memorizing an isolated word.
Our final tool is a frying pan.
A frying pan is a wide pan with low sides and a long handle. People use it to cook food on a stove.
You might use a frying pan for eggs, pancakes, vegetables, fish, or meat.
It is one of the most common tools in a kitchen, although people seem to have very strong opinions about which frying pan is the best.
Some people have one frying pan that they use every day, while others have several different sizes for different situations.
Then there are people who keep buying new frying pans because they believe the next one will finally solve all their cooking problems.
Sometimes hope is all we have.
How many frying pans do you own?
I own 4, although only 2 of them are currently in regular use.
What happened to the other 2?
We had creative differences.
You burned something in them, did you not?
That is one interpretation of the situation.
If you are in someone else's kitchen and need a frying pan, you can ask, "Where do you keep the frying pans?"
Notice that we use the plural form here, because many kitchens have more than one frying pan.
The person might answer, "They are in the cupboard under the stove," or "They are in the bottom drawer."
Let us imagine that we want to prepare breakfast.
We have eggs and vegetables, but we still need something to cook them in.
Where do you keep the frying pans?
They are in the cupboard beside the oven.
I have found 2. Do you want the small one or the large one?
We are cooking for both of us, so pass me the large frying pan, please.
Here you are.
Thank you. The smaller one would not give us enough space.
Thank you. The smaller one would not give us enough space.
Our third expression is, "We're going to need a bigger bowl."
We use "we're going to need" when we realize that something is necessary.
In this example, the bowl we have is too small, so we need a larger one.
This is a very natural sentence because people often begin preparing food and only then realize that the tool they chose is not the right size.
You look at the ingredients, look at the bowl, and think, "We're going to need a bigger bowl."
It is a sentence that usually arrives 1 second before something falls onto the counter.
Exactly.
Although the full example mentions a bowl, the useful structure is, "We're going to need."
You can connect it with the tools from today's episode.
You can say, "We're going to need a frying pan."
You can say, "We're going to need a chopping board."
You can also say, We're going to need a wooden spoon.
Let us imagine that we are preparing a large meal.
I have put all the ingredients into this bowl, but there is almost no space left.
We're going to need a bigger bowl.
I was hoping that you would say that everything would fit if I mixed it very carefully.
It will not fit, no matter how positive you try to be.
This episode has been surprisingly negative about the power of positive thinking.
Positive thinking is useful, but it cannot make a small bowl physically larger.
That is fair.
The expression helps you communicate what is missing before you continue cooking.
It is practical, flexible, and easy to use in many everyday situations.
Let us now imagine that we are preparing a simple meal and need to organize the kitchen before we begin.
We have ingredients on the counter, but the tools are still in the drawers and cupboards.
We need something flat for preparing the vegetables.
We're going to need a chopping board.
Where do you keep the chopping boards?
They are in the cupboard beside the sink.
I can see them now. Pass me the large chopping board, please.
Here you are.
Next, we need something for mixing the eggs.
We're going to need a whisk.
Where do you keep the whisk?
It is in the top drawer, although, I should probably check before saying that with confidence.
It is actually in the second drawer.
Oh, I was close.
The drawer was close. Your answer was wrong.
That feels unnecessarily precise.
Now we need something for cooking the vegetables and eggs.
We're going to need a frying pan.
Where do you keep the frying pans?
They are in the cupboard near the oven.
Pass me the largest frying pan, please.
Here you are.
Finally, we need a wooden spoon for mixing the vegetables and a spatula for lifting the finished food from the frying pan.
Pass me the wooden spoon, please.
Here you are. Do you also need the spatula?
Yes, although I will use it later.
That short situation includes all 5 kitchen tools and all 3 expressions.
More importantly, everything belongs to the same activity, so the vocabulary is easier to remember.
Let us finish the learning part of the episode with a short guessing game.
I will describe one of today's tools, and you can try to say its name before Emma answers.
We will only use the 5 tools from today, so there will be no mysterious plastic objects from my drawer.
Oh, that is disappointing, but probably sensible. The first tool is made of wood and is often used to mix food while it is cooking.
That is a wooden spoon.
The second tool is flat and can slide underneath food so that you can lift or turn it.
That is a spatula.
The third tool has several curved metal wires and is often used for mixing eggs.
That is a whisk.
The fourth tool is a flat board that gives you a safe place to prepare food with a knife.
That is a chopping board.
The final tool is wide, has low sides and a long handle, and is used for cooking food on a stove.
That is a frying pan.
If you recognized all 5, your next kitchen conversation should already feel much easier.
Today, we learned 5 essential kitchen tools.
A wooden spoon is a long spoon made of wood that people often use for mixing food while it cooks.
A spatula is a flat tool used for lifting, turning, or moving food.
A whisk has curved metal wires and is used for mixing ingredients such as eggs.
A chopping board is a flat board that gives you a safe surface for preparing food.
A frying pan is a wide pan with low sides and a handle, and it is used for cooking food on a stove.
We also practiced 3 useful expressions.
Pass me the wooden spoon is used when you want someone to give you an object.
Where do you keep the frying pans? Is used when you want to know where someone normally stores something.
We're going to need a bigger bowl is used when you realize that something is necessary or that the object you have is not suitable.
Before you leave, take a look inside one of your own kitchen drawers and see how many of today's tools you can find.
Try to name them in English and use one of the expressions from this episode.
You could ask, "Where do you keep the frying pans?" Or say, "Pass me the wooden spoon, please."
If this episode helped you learn something useful, give the video a like.
Subscribe to the channel as well, because this is only the beginning of our English in the Kitchen series, and the next episodes will introduce more useful vocabulary through natural conversations.
We also have a question for you.
What is the strangest or most unnecessary tool hiding in one of your kitchen drawers? And do you know what it is called in English?
Tell us about it in the comments, because I would like to know whether Emma's mysterious plastic object has any competition.
I am sure that people have much stranger things in their kitchens.
I am equally sure that at least one person owns a tool that nobody in the family understands, but nobody is brave enough to throw away.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. Keep practicing, keep noticing the English around you, and do not worry if you cannot remember every word immediately.
The more often you hear and use these words in real situations, the more natural they will become.
We will see you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone, and we will see you next time.
Bye for now.
Goodbye.